Hey guys, Bryce here with another quick tip for Fusion 360. In this week's quick tip, we will learn how to change imported geometry with direct editing tools. Notice that this file was an imported step file. When importing step files into Fusion 360, the timeline is turned off by default. If parametric modeling is required to continue this design, ensure to capture the design history by right-clicking on the top-level component. In this case, we will leave the timeline off and use some of the direct editing tools, specifically the Move Face command. When the timeline is off, there is a face option in the Move tool. The triad is used to translate and rotate faces. I recommend selecting the faces prior to going into the Move command. When rotating faces, it's important to locate the triad in the current location. In this case, select the Set Pivot option and locate it along edges or vertexes. Remember to hit the green check mark before you start rotating the triad. We can either manipulate the triad or key in specific values to add 3 degrees of draft to these faces. Make use of the box selection from left to right to select groups of faces. In this case, multiple faces can be selected to move this entire tab. Now let's move this face. In this case, I want to define the length of the entire extrusion. Rather than measuring and doing math, I can use the re-anchor command. Select the face where I want the dimension to begin. This will define the distance of the front face from this newly selected re-anchored face. Finally, after running an FEA simulation, I understand I no longer need 2 ribs in the back of this component. I can box select one of the ribs and hit the delete key. Fusion 360 will automatically delete the selected faces and heal the surrounding faces. Now I can use the Move tool once more to rotate the rib to the center. I will relocate the pivot. Selecting a circular edge will move the triad to the center of that circular edge. Well, that's the quick tip for this week. Make sure to use these direct editing tools when working with imported geometry.